I just want to say doing demonology lessons in 3 minutes is really difficult. But here we go with lesson 20. So we now know the macrocosmos, which for all intents and purposes we can call God, all right, is projecting out the core reality that is completely unknowable to us, and that reflects into the archetypal layer that is known as the ether in occultism, and that is essentially the world of the mind, or if you're a religious person, the realm of the spirit. And that generates through this reflection a second reflection, which is the microcosmos, which reflects back into that ether. The ether is a reflective archetypal surface, okay, spiritual surface, non-corporeal, but still a surface nonetheless. That reflection is, again, two ways. The microcosmos reflects out, the microcosmos reflects back, and that is the nature of being made in the image of God. But because we are now imperfect, what religion refers to as the fall, as sin, we don't reflect back the macrocosmos perfectly, and that creates the problems of spiritual illness and even mental and physical illness if you take it down far enough, and where all that comes from. Okay, so the macrocosmos reflects out energetic principles that are essentially both creative and reabsorption in nature, yin and yang. Once it gets filtered through that ether and then re-represented in the microcosmos, and we project our own imagery into it, we then get the concept of evil out of that reabsorption destructive principle that isn't evil at all. It's just the nature of reality. When it is coming from the macrocosmos, there are two specific energy patterns that are generated, what is known as fallen angels and elementals. But we also project back two as well, also fallen, also imperfect, also inaccurate, but nonetheless real on the conventional level, and that is thought forms or tulpas or egregores, whichever word you prefer. I call them created demons, and then wrathful spirits, which are the spirits of the dead. Not authentic things in actuality, but authentic at the conventional level. And this is the projection process that's happening that generates demons. Next time we'll talk more about those specific categories of demons, and we'll get into the root of classic demonology.